Gary, you must be very, very disappointed tonight. Really, it looked like it was going to be a draw, and then to toss it away in the final minute like that.
Well,
sickening.
They're your words, John. It is frustrating. I could see us drawing the game. I didn't have a problem with a draw, and as I say, we lost the ball cheaply, or give the ball cheaply in midfield. We'll end up conceding the corner, which I didn't have a problem about in respect of where we were and where we've been. But where I am, it looks a free header to me. The player who should be marking him has turned around and said it's come off the back of his head. I don't think it's a free header, but I'll see that and I'll go from there on that, John. So I can't turn around and say to a player or any players that that wasn't the case till I see it. I want to make sure in my own mind, but where I was, it looked a free header to me.
And as you say, another set piece, Gary, and what was also disappointing was that Michael Pope made a magnificent save, and yet again we didn't seem to react to the second ball.
Well, I can't see from where I am, John. It's quite crowded in there. I totally can see and understand what you're saying in respect of Michael Pope making the save, because it was a case of it didn't go straight in the back of the net, and it was a powerful, but it looked a free header to me. That's concerning me or disappointing me more than anything. But as I say, that's not going to change the result. We've been conceding cheap goals from set plays lately, and that's not good enough, John. Because as I say, really and truthfully, I looked at here tonight, and I would have been happy with a point. I wouldn't have had a problem with that, and I think we deserved a point. But you don't deserve to take anything if you're leaving players in the 6-yard box or right late in the game with free headers.
And yet, Gary, you got off to a magnificent start, didn't you? Really quick out of the blocks, played some great football, fabulous goal from Fabio. And then after 15 minutes, it seemed to go flat, and we rather let Bromley back into the game.
Yeah, I don't think, as I say, John, from taking a 1-0 edge start and lead there and playing bright for 15 minutes, a good strike, good goal, good move. I thought that should ignite us to turn around and push on. No, it never. We seemed a little bit flat, we seemed a little bit lethargic at times, and they never really had too many shots. But we kept giving the ball away cheaply. We didn't seem to have the drive and energy what we've had recently in games. Whether it's caught up with some players, I don't know. With a lot of games on top of each other, that can happen. And they've equalised. And I felt, being honest with you, the second half we were certainly in control of it. I wasn't really concerned. I thought we looked like the team, if anyone was going to win it. Change it around the last 20 minutes to go for a little bit of freshness up top there, and we'd probably be a little bit disappointed ourselves, because there was a couple of half chances. I think Delano Samuel got a shot blocked. I think Colin Ressim's going to be disappointed with where I was a free header, and it was well wide. And as I say, we've got done deep into injury time, and as I say, couldn't see that danger coming. But as I say, if you give players a job to do, you can't always turn around and say you can win every ball. Don't get me wrong, on defending set plays. But from where I am, it's a free header. But as I say, I'm led to believe by the player who's meant to be marking him, they come off the back of his head. Well, I can't see that. Until I see that, I can go from there.
And next up, Gary, another tough game on Saturday, Sutton on their 3G pitch.
Yeah, John, they're all tough games. It's not a case of another tough game. They're all tough games in the league, and as I say, Sutton have done well, and Paul Doswell's done a very good job at Sutton, and they've got a lot of good players, and it'd be tough for us. But as I say, we're like that in this league, John. Everywhere you go, there's no easy games, nothing taken for granted, and we have to roll our sleeves up, go there, and hopefully get a good result.
And do you sense, Gary, a bit of a sort of an anti-climax really because after playing so well on Saturday and being confident, then to come here and, as I say, take the lead, and then suddenly it all seemed to evaporate?
Well, you get that sometimes in football, John, at all levels. At all levels, I can't turn around and say that is the case in any way or form. I don't know what it's took out of players on Saturday, because we put a really good second half performance in. I know that other teams have played, and you just don't know really in respect of what that situation or that position is. But it is frustrating when you go 1-0 up and you don't get nothing and you get beat deep into injury time. But as I say, we'll take a view and go from there.
Lovely, safe journey home. Thank you, Gary.
Cheers.